and pull somebody else so far out of position, maybe gets a lucky bash or two, and then you're like in the middle of the river, and you don't want to be like that. So the Rubik is able to just pick up very ill about the whole NA-EU thing. I'm sure there's
obviously don't have that, you know, they don't have a big brand name behind them, but they are very highly caliber players, and soon enough we could see a brand on them if they do show a lot of positive light and positive showings. Oh man! And it is going to be Escape, though, who fire off to the raid. We'll be able to see any sort of outside interference, specifically coming in from that Spear Breaker. So we'll have to see if No Fear recognizes that and tries to head down a different path. He's actually going already down a new path up to the north as he charges on in. Hi, Cinder, and how's it going? Bumps right into the TI player / caster. And, well, he might be able to get off a return kill here. Always probably going to be in a bit of trouble, but no! He creeps right through the trees, and all will be well. Kezu, who shows up to try to help, could end up losing his own life. The charge will fly forward. Kezu! Between any sort of precious lane that they're going to have to make sure they keep tabs on. So, with that, back at top lane, they're going to be able to easily contest the full camp here. And as we jump back to bottom, for a while it was a bit of disrespect onto Afterlife as Era continues to kind of control the show, but we jump back top with the rotation coming in. Looks like we'll see a bit of fisticuffs here. A pullback onto Kezu will lead to destruction as No Fear will be able to charge in and get the finish. Hoping to follow up with
friends are all in this extremely defensive stance, protecting a juggernaut of all things. Not even like a super hard scalable carry, though he can't. Yoku could definitely carry this game. It's protecting a hero that just doesn't need it.
Mid lane, they're able to get the strike onto Undershock, get close to taking down the Spear Breaker, but no.
Game here at 8.5 minutes, not bad at all. We are going to be seeing, however, a 3 versus 1 play on the Timbersaw bottom. It'll take a little while for the Spear Breaker to get there.
Yeah, Era's got to know that if he even bothers running, there will be a glimpse there. Always want to fly, not level 6 yet, but it is not even going to be necessary. No Fear will help follow it up with even more lockdown in the charge. Era tries to go for a juking Timber Chain, but
Afterlife's going to get a couple more points of vacuum. They have the potential to turn any fight against Escape. They get a good back wall inside a kinetic static. I mean, that'll wipe out everything. So Omnislaw's going to be coming out onto Sin. Fortunately for him, he does have that Grave, but he is going to be glimpsed back under fire and finished off by Yoku.
Nicely done right there. Always want to fly. Happen to be on track, and they might get a bit more here. Charge will fly out. Kezu, though, does have Sandstorm, does have Burrow. Many ways to be able to make it away from trouble, but there is going to be the glimpse. This time it will be into a Static Storm. Not so easy to escape from that, though. Kezu does go down, and Friends pull ahead now.
Requited. Undershock's going to be coming in, but what can they do? We're going to be looking for the Juggernaut, make a move forward, but oh, there is going to be the glimpse at long range on the Koikfa.
Very nice grab from Always Wanna Fly. This is like the third play set up by him. A very good job. Koikfa is going to be graved up and forced to be saved, but now the move in play comes, and they're going to be losing Always Wanna Fly. Now rushing on back. Cinder and the company looking to make a move, but Undershock is going to be able to hide within the trees. Huge burst to fly out from Era here. But it's going to be Escape who lose another couple. Era looking to fire him back with a double kill. Unfortunately, Kezu's epicenter is not really going to find the target. And it looks like Friends might look to hustle the hell out. Era takes the high road, and look at that. He's able to cut off Afterlife here. Afterlife needs one more second. He'll have the surge. But as he goes for it, Kezu's there in just time with the Burrow Strike, and will stop him in his tracks. A splitter kind of fighting Impact, or is it going to have to wait until she gets what looks like our Desolator complete?
I think the situation is very different for this PA because she doesn't have a Wisp and a Witch Doctor behind her, and there are a lot
needed, even if RNG is heavy in the favor of Friends, so that way when the counterplay comes, they can make it truly successful here. Looks like Koikfa may have been spotted, so the charge goes out. They have the dust, so Koikfa can't hide under her Shadow Blade, and now comes the jumping for the PA. There is that said. Grave to try to keep him back and alive. Era looking to go for No Fear here, but everyone has surrounded Koikfa, and Koikfa will go down to the mighty crit. Nice pullback, gets Era under the Static Storm, and a vacuum pullback into the wall though. Friends just running on forward and stampeding over Escape as they try to do their namesake and get the hell out of there. Kezu going to be caught within the trees. They got the kinetic field waiting there for him. Cinder going to be Blade Furied up, and he goes down. Friends still have everyone here with the exception of the Spear Breaker. Era comes back, and he gets sent right back home. Triple kill for Undershock.
And that's obviously quite tell, but this is going to happen very quickly, right up to the front lines, and Cinder seems to have fallen for it.
From the perspective of Escape, they will see no one in any other lane. Undershock just spots Dazzle, and just as quick as you see him, you don't see him. He's gone. The rest of the smoke movement is still there as they rush on forward.
Oh no!
They actually catch a sleeping Yapstor, and they'll blink them right back and deeper into enemy territory. He steals the Blade Fury, tries to use it to escape himself, but that's not going to be happening. Both supports will be taken out.
The most absurd thing I could say, because it's 5 versus 6, it's almost impossible, and yet they're on such an important timer that they might need to.
Of its life, so if they're going to let her get these hits in, she'll take it.
So essentially what that is they had eyes on Spirit Breaker, and as soon as he starts to charge, they're like, nope, getting out of here.
Yeah.
And as long as the glimpse doesn't come through, they're fine. So they're going to go bottom now and try to fight.
Oh, they do get him with vacuum, so it's a cute little play. All that meanwhile, though, they are going to get Cinder in, and they're not going to be done there yet. There's a Stag Storm, the Omni on forward, and they're going to be taking out Kezu as well. Oh, jumping dagger kill. The Grand Vegas will be gratefully dead. And we're not done yet. Era also moving in, gets hit up with a Thunderstrike, hit up with some destruction, and things just go from bad to worse.
Distorter right there, but I don't know if he's going to be able to go to the next level and fight back against it. We've already got the tier 3 knockdown here, Fred. Just all in on this bottom lane. Beautiful action coming in from the Disruptor, getting a great kinetic static under the tower, and Juggernaut just tearing people to pieces. Now looking for this range barracks, only a few hits away. That's a full Rax advantage, and Escape look to counteract.
They can get Yoku here, and it looks like they may. He will not buy back to get the follow-up kill as friends just try to assist each other in withdrawing from this. Very happy with the winnings they've already got, but they will be losing Afterlife as well. No Fear tries to go for a TP, but they got the Eels waiting for him, and it looks like they will take him too. 3 kills will be the answer for Escape. Blaze, I mean, if they'd like, they could consider giving it another hurrah down a different lane. Do you think that would be their best approach, or with so much domination coming out as they quickly? Friends, though, have already claimed that tier 2, and there doesn't seem to be any hesitation by their front here, Blaze. They're already making their move inside the base. Undershock, of course, with that Aegis still in hand for whatever time may be left. Could be losing it fast. Looks like he will lose that first life. Yoga will help go to work on the tier 3, while No Fear will... And Friends, with their first real assault into the top lane, were able to bring down that tower to about a quarter of its life. And,
oh my!
Are you serious? A casual, just dagger from the outside, moves in and just snipes down. Okay, what? Are you serious?
Oh, Undershock.
What the hell is happening with this RNG? Nonetheless, here they go for the closing blow. Friends move in deep, dropping down the Stag Storm, dropping down the Kinetics field. Era will also go down. Going to be forced into a buyback situation, fighting and hustling right outside the front gate of their own fountain. It looks like they may be able to get the grab onto Afterlife as he's put into a corner. Friends have realized they need to double back. They were not even able to finish off that already low tier 3. Era's persistent though, man. He jumps in. He gets the kill for Always Wanna Fly. Koikfa wants a piece of the pie, and he's hoping to get the grab on the precious Undershock. They will settle for No Fear instead, but Era's not done yet. He's able to move in. He's able to get the Yules. Shocker's going to be there. Quick Blink Strike is helpful for the dodge, but they are going to get her in the end. And Yoku could also be going down. Manta's going to be popped, and they'll get that one too. Just as fast as Era loses a couple of lives.
Completely caught off guard. I don't think he'll make that mistake again. I think he's going to be very quick on the fire trigger for that Ghost Scepter.
Koikfa pulled to the low ground now, caught within a Stag Storm. Cinder will be there with the Grave. Gonna get the turnaround plan to No Fear. They will. Koikfa looks to make his way out, and he's back behind into the safe zone. Always Want to Fly, not in that zone. Will be shredded apart right now. Escape.
Would be a heart, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, very interesting.
Maybe Casual. Casual Vid Booster used to be one of those things, but...
They shop close. As the fight does break out, they get a nice wall drop right in the middle of Escape. Cinder going to get blasted big right there with the help of the Shivas. It's going to be Era, though, who sweeps them all down. Glimpse pullback, though. Try to get a hold of Koikfa. They won't be able to... No, not get Cinder in apart. He's able to make it back and away. Era hops up to the side shop and will be able to find a new way to escape. While on the other front, Koikfa able to poke on forward, gets the finish for Always Want to Fly as they continue their chase for Drow. Big hit, big crit. Gets him up to the high ground, does lock him in place, and now Undershock looking to go for the finish. Can Koikfa juke his way around and out of this one?
At the end of the day, one spell is not going to negate the initiation of Friends. If they're on point with their abilities, if they're able to catch the enemy off guard like that...
Oh no, Koikfa, who is spotted by this nice little ward, gets charged up.
And then I think they will have to draw them back further and further into the base. They're going to have to play in the territory between the tier 3s and the fountain and just really make it so that Friends have to come to them if they want to secure the...
Normally that's in the game. We've seen other audible options on going for something like the Sheep Stick, but he finds value in the Octarine this time.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how much those shorter
Koikfa's dead. Koikfa could be dead here. He is dead.
Yeah.
That's 70 seconds without a buyback now.
The line, they have to make a decision of where they're going to fight, how they're going to take it. I think the best thing they can do is again, put Sand King in the trees and try to go for an epicenter there, but it's still really, really hard.
Friends shift their gears up to the top lane where they get the finish onto that tier 3. Undershock eats a bulk of damage, but he does have that Aegis for the second life. No fear. Bumps him in a bit and will quickly pull off. Trying to get any sort of free shots in is Friends with 30 seconds before Koikfa would be able to be here for a defense. They go back in once more. Kezu gets the early stun on Delphier. Air looking up for the first man potential, but all the meanwhile, Undershock man jumps right in for the Dazzle, quickly takes him out of the picture, and now they look to go for Kezu. They will be able to get on the back of a Vacuum and a wall. Can they get Era too? They're going for it, man. The self-Yules is only going to last so long and delay the inevitable. He's going to get dropped. Era's out. No buyback there. Koikfa, 8 seconds before he can even come back, but this is going to be a Rax down, and that will be the game. Friends, 3-0 now in the group stage, will take game number 1 of this 2-game series against Escape.
Really, really impressive showing for Friends here. I'm just looking through the numbers, trying to figure out how, if at all, Escape have a chance to come back from this. But right here, right now, they've drafted up a lineup that needed momentum, that thought that it could execute well enough through what we talked about before, a very aggressive stance in their off lane, allowing them to enable their solo heroes, which ended up being the Drow and the Timbersaw. In this case, these heroes did quite a bit. They got tier 1 after tier 1, but 1 or 2